Hey guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. This is Christy Asa, born and raised in Cameroon. Worked as a nurse, and I'm a retired nurse, registered nurse, and I am a real estate investor. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my nurse entrepreneur journey, nursepreneur. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sharing is caring, so somebody needs this video. Make sure you share that with everyone you meet. Today we're going to be talking about Airbnbs, how I got into my Airbnbs, and I actually do have a couple. And one of my favorite Airbnbs, which I make $50,000 a year off of that, it's really what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. Now, I didn't just wake up one day and say, oh my God, I want to do Airbnb, right? It was a whole lot of research, and I talked to you guys about finding your purpose. It was more about that. And when I found that and I decided that this is really what I want to do, I went all in. And at the same time, it wasn't really easy. I didn't know how. I just had it in my head, like, you know, real estate, they say you need so much money, so there has to be a way to get in. And how can I get in? And how can I not wake up one day and say I don't want to do this anymore? How can I just do something that I love? And it's a people thing, to serve people along the line, because I've been a nurse. You're all about serving people. You're all about communicating with your patients. You're all about being in their face every single day. You know, every day you go into work. So there's no way you can get out of that. And I just wanted to, I already had those skills, the communication skills, everything was perfect. So it was something, to me, it was an easy transition because I had to communicate with people anyways. But yeah, it was about finding my purpose. And once I discovered that, I decided to take the Airbnb angle and run with it, because it made a lot more sense for me, and it gave me so much joy and pride doing it. I decided to start in my backyard, right? They say if you want to do something, start in your backyard now. Don't go far away, try to figure it out over there. You already have the knowledge right here, just start right here. So I decided to start in my backyard. I was traveling a lot at the time, and I had an apartment, 2-bedroom, 2 full unit apartment. It was always vacant. My car was parked outside. And I said, you know what? I can just use this unit right here for my Airbnbs. I really don't have to go far. I don't have to try to figure it out anyways. So I educated myself. I talked to you guys about education, making sure you get the right education, because sometimes we want to go the easy way. Yes, you can YouTube everything. You can Google a lot of stuff. But in the long run, you find yourself wasting more money, losing more money, as compared to saving more, when you can just pay somebody to help you. They say success loves speed, so you pay for speed. And I had invested a lot already. I had made so many mistakes, lost so much money, and I was at a point where I can't do this anymore. There has to be another way out. Now, the way I was running from, which was me investing in a mentor, was the way I finally came back to after losing a lot of money. So I'm like, you know what? There has to be a way. I have to pay for speed. I got me a great mentor. He got me on the road, took this course, and we just literally took the information. I literally took the information and I flew with it. I had a notebook, and I was like right there. And my only focus at that time was, hey, I have an Airbnb. I have a 2-bedroom, 2 full unit apartment. I am not using it. So how can I make money off of that? Follow the course, follow the steps, and I implemented it. Literally, I was working night shift that day, and I had my computer in front of me on my break time, and said, you know what, this is gonna go live. I don't care how it looks like right now. I'm gonna figure it out along the road. The unit was already nice and clean. So that night I set it up. The next morning I had a booking. I was like, wait, what? I really just got booked? And it was just a regular thing that happened with me just being at work, because it was all in my 6-month journey. It was all during that preparation phase. In how can I, if I have to quit this job today, how can I make sure that I'm actually doing what I love and turning that into something that pays me? So I got a booking that night, and it only went up from there. I faced a lot of challenges, one of which I wasn't home at the time. So how am I supposed to let guests in? How am I supposed to make sure that they are checked out, or how am I supposed to make sure that the place is clean? I just did it. I really did not think about everything. I was like, you know what, just do it. Everything else is going to fall into place. If I have any questions, I'm going to call my mentor anyways, right? So I just, out of the blue, just did that. And when I got the first booking, I gave him a call. I said, hey, I have a first booking. What am I going to do? He's like, okay, this is what you need to do. Now I started downloading those apps, the apps that really help with communication, the apps that help you with your clients. You have, one of the favorite apps I do have is the Turnover Airbnb, which helps you with finding a cleaner. And a good thing about my unit was that they could easily get access to it. So I really didn't have to worry about being there to give them the keys. So when I found that app about the cleaners, it was right in my backyard. I really did not have to go way out to figure that out. I took 2 days off, came home, tried to make sure I got the locks in place. I had the, what's that called? I went to Home Depot. I think you get a lock that you can literally put, you put a code in, and then you switch it up and it gets you in the unit. And I put that code on there and I hung it. And then I came home also just to clear up some of my personal stuff, because people are coming in your unit, right? How are you going to make sure they don't get in your personal stuff? I got a key to one of the closets, locked up my personal stuff in that closet, and I was able to put back that key in there, take pictures of the unit, and then get back on the road the very next day, because that's all what I came there for. And I made sure that the app I had was able to communicate with the cleaners and with me and with my guests, so that way they can easily check in and out. Bam, I had my first Airbnb. I was scared of the price, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe it's priced too high. But I noticed I kept getting a lot of bookings. And the next thing was, how can I make sure that I get more money out of this unit? How can I increase my rate without sending the clients away? So I called my mentor. Like I said, you always have to get help. Listen, I don't care what you think, how much information you get off of YouTube or Google, you still have to find somebody who has done what you really want to do, is successful at it, is killing it in the game, and you want to get that information that they have that you really don't have. That information that is going to take your business to a whole different level. Now keep in mind, guys, this is one unit. This is just one unit I was operating. This is my favorite unit, actually. I call it luxury. It's really, I put a nice name on it. I call it luxury from the noise. People see that, they're like, oh my God. So I asked him, hey, how can I scale? How can I make this unit just go crazy? I had some furniture in there, went back in there, switched it up, made the colors pop more, got me white sheets, and I got another mattress in the other room. Now I made sure that it could sleep more than 2 people, because people really, when they come into an Airbnb, unless it's a person who is single, which I rarely get those, I want to make sure that they're coming to a unit where they can sleep more people, because that particular unit I get more family. So I had to get the other room, and I had to get an air mattress. But once I got that, I was able to price more, and I was able to take professional pictures. And the furniture I had, you guys can check that in one of my videos, which I already recorded, talking about how to get real good furniture for cheap. I got that as well, set up the unit, and I went on all different platforms. I literally went to booking.com, to Vrbo, to Airbnbs, and I played around with the prices. I played around because I had already have so much good reviews, which I'll teach you guys on how to get good reviews so you can price your properties, right? And I had good reviews at that time, so increasing my rates was really not a problem for me, because once you read your reviews, you're like, oh my God, this is great, I'm gonna book this. I increased my rate, and I tell you guys, this unit has stayed booked the entire time. I've renewed the lease like for 3 years now, and it's still booked. So pretty much that was how I got into Airbnb. I got help and made a lot of mistakes along the line, lost so much money. But at the end of the day, it's really where you're going in life that matters. It's really not about how can you get there overnight. But it's a journey, it's a process. It's like a ladder. You just cannot go right straight up the ladder. You have to climb that ladder. And I thought I could go up straight the ladder by watching YouTube and everything else, until I got a mentor who really showed me how to get through that process. And once I got this one particular Airbnb, my whole goal is I need more. How can I get more? Just duplicate that process. It pretty much became easy for me. And Airbnb has been my journey so far. I'm looking for more properties now, probably single family homes in my backyard, because I love my backyard. I don't want anything that's going to cost me troubles. I just want to find it around me where I'm at. That way I can actually, it's easy for me to manage. Scaling more, want to do more of the Airbnbs, but just duplicating that process. Like I said, today is all about discussing how I got into the Airbnb journey. I did some research, got help, set up my own unit, which was supposed to be my personal property, but I was traveling at the time. I didn't really need it, and I pretty much just scaled from there, making sure I'm making over $50,000 a year off of that property, not working for anybody, just using my unit. And but guys, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Nurses, this is for you. If you're watching this and you have that 2-bedroom, 2-unit house, apartment, whatever it is you have at home that you just lock it up and go on a trip, make sure you're putting it to good use, okay? Make sure it's paying you somehow. Just make sure somehow you're getting some kind of income coming. I don't care how small it is, eventually it's gonna add up and it's gonna make so much sense. But like, share, and subscribe. Again, my name is Christy Asa. I was born and raised in Cameroon. I'll see you guys in the next video.